So when you think of Yes, you probably think of Starship Trooper, Long Distance Runaround, Roundabout. Um, but Owner of a Lonely Heart, that's a sound from the 80s. And that album, that song, introduced an entirely new generation of fans to Yes, including myself. Intro. What is audiology? Frankly, I just thought it sounded cool, but it turns out it's a real thing. But we're not here to talk about hearing and balance. We're here to talk about music. We're here to talk about bands and artists that we love. We're here to talk about studio and live and concert performances. We might even add in some concert sound and lighting. Who knows? Basically, it's the best things about the bands we love the most. Let's go. So I knew who Yes was before 1983, but I won't say I wasn't a fan, but I didn't own any Yes. And in 1983, when 90125 came out, by the way, which is just the catalog number for the album, and I heard Owner of a Lonely Heart, that was something new. And these songs pretty much come from Trevor Rabin. These were demos that he had done a couple years in advance. In fact, I think he recorded 2 of the songs. And he got together with Chris Squire from Yes and Alan White from Yes, and they worked on these studio recordings. And Trevor Horn, former Yes singer, who produced this album. And at some point during the recording, there was questions on whether the vocals were strong enough or unique enough. I'm not quite sure what that means. And John Anderson enters the picture. And so you've got pretty much, and Tony Kaye on keys. So you've pretty much got the core of Yes with the addition of Trevor Rabin. And this song screams the 80s. I mean, there's hits and pads. I think there is in fact, I know there is a YouTube video with Trevor Horn who breaks down the individual tracks. And they're talking about the synclavier hits and things they put in there. And this song is quite unique. It's for Yes, it was a complete change in sound, and it was true to the 80s. In fact, I saw this tour, and I love this record. Cinema, the first instrumental that I think they got a Grammy for this in 1983, that was the name they were going to use. They were not going to be Yes. When they first came out, it was Cinema. And apparently there was a conflict with other bands and another band, whatever, using that name. I think they even performed under the name Cinema. And then they decided, why not? We're almost Yes anyway, so Yes it is. And this formation of Yes, I enjoy quite a bit. I think Trevor Rabin's guitar playing is quite unique. And his demos that became 3 or 4 of the songs from this album are just are amazing in my opinion. And let's just get into it, okay? Intro. Fat guitar.
Move yourself.
John Anderson.
You always live your life, never thinking of the future. Prove yourself. You are the move you make. Take your chances, win or loser. See yourself. You are the steps you take. You, and that's the only way. Shake yourself. Your every move you make. So the story goes.
One of the most unique voices, in my opinion,
Move yourself.
in rock.
You always live your life, never thinking of the future. Prove yourself. You are the move you make. Take your chances, win or loser. See yourself. You are the steps you take. You, and that's the only way. Shake yourself. Your every move you make. So the story goes. Owner of a Owner of a broken heart, owner of a lonely heart.
I love that flanger or phaser effect they've got in the second half of the chorus. Second half here.
You've been hurt so before. Watch it now. The eagle in the sky, how we dancing one and only. You lose yourself, no, not for pity's sake. There's no real reason to be lonely. Be yourself. Give your free will a chance. You've got to want to succeed.
Let's listen to Alan and Chris, drums and bass. Trevor Rabin guitar, very unique. Bass and drums. Let's go back and hear full mix. Great harmonies.
Sooner or later, each conclusion will decide the lonely heart. It will excite, it will delight, it will give a better start. Don't deceive your free will at all. Don't deceive your free will at all. Don't deceive your free will at all. Just receive it. Just receive it. Lonely heart. Sooner or later, each conclusion will decide the lonely heart. It will excite, it will delight, it will give a better start. Don't deceive your free will at all. Don't deceive your free will at all. Don't deceive your free will at all. Just receive it. Just receive it.
Yes, owner of a lonely heart. In that same interview I watched with Trevor Horn, who produced this album, he mentioned this was the first time that they had used a click track. Alan White had played to a click track. And I believe he said that they had done a drum machine first, and he played to that. But again, this is a real different sound for Yes, and it really fit the 80s so perfectly. I mean, this, as I said, another generation of people were introduced to Yes from this very song, from this very album. And this album has some great other songs. Leave It, Cinema, Hold On. It's one of my favorite CDs still. It sounds great. Trevor Horn did an amazing job, in my opinion, producing the album. The sounds are crystal clear. And this was 83. This was, pre-CD. I think I bought it on cassette tape and, again, later on CD. And I think now I own it as FLAC, as high-definition audio. But again, this song represents kind of a rebirth for Yes. And John Anderson, come on. If he doesn't go down in rock history as one of the top 10 voices, I look at him and Steve Perry very similar, where John Anderson has clean purity and Steve Perry can do that, but he's got more soul and grit. But the two of them, their voices are top 10 absolutely, positively all day long. So I hope you like this. Let me know what you thought, and I'm out.